and then we will get this interview going. Um, hello, 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 my beautiful people. I want to say hello. I want to say good morning to everyone. I am broadcasting live from Joliet, Illinois, where we are snowed in due to snow. And I have the pleasure of interviewing Mr. Cornelius. Well, wait a minute. Pastor Cornelius Hill. We are in a group, and he said he did not mind being interviewed. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Pastor Hill, from coming on to the show. What I am going to do now is mute my mic, and you can give a bio of yourself.
Good morning, everybody in Spreaker Land. We are live, and I'm grateful to be here with April Showers. What we say, April showers bring May flowers. So I'm grateful to be on your show, Miss April. Grateful to be on Spreaker and all the platforms that we have in this digital space. We met, of course, y'all in the Black Podcasters uh, group on Facebook. I'm glad to be here. Quickly, I will tell you about myself. I began this walk in life January the 15th, 1977. I have had several experiences in life that have made me and shaped my character. Moving along from 77 to 92 in the 10th grade, I had a bad car wreck that almost left me dead. It was my Damascus Road experience. It was then that I literally heard the voice of God for the first time in that audible sense telling me he had an assignment for my life. I was 15 years old, going on 16, and I was literally confused about what I was about to embark upon because I was not ready to walk into the vocation of preaching. And let me be honest, I didn't. 1995, I graduate from school. Me and God go back and forth. We shadow box, and I'm losing every bout, everything. I am losing. And I told God, if you want me to be a preacher, I need to meet a preacher my age. Got to college the first day, Montlow State Community College, and met a preacher my age. Still wasn't good enough. April showers. Still wasn't good enough. Next thing I had to do, I shadow box with God some more, met some other people through death and providence. And I said, God, if you want me to preach your word, of course, these things will happen. God succinctly let everything happen the way that it did. Uh, that brings me to 1997. I finally surrender part of my will. Let me say that to the call of God on my life while I'm in college. Finished Montlow State in 1998. Go on to the illustrious American Baptist College in 98 to 2000. Get my bachelor's of arts in English and pastoral studies. Leave there, go to Fisk University, get certified, begin my teaching career, and then later on began and completed my master's degree from VTSU University, Nashville, Tennessee, 3500 John Merritt Boulevard, where my family has been graduating for 3 generations. And then I started my doctoral studies at Jacksonville Theological Seminary while I was teaching, while I was pastoring. Currently, I'm pastoring the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church. I am the assistant dean of our Cumberland Primitive Baptist Association. I am the tri state dean of Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee of Primitive Baptist. And I'm one of the facilitators for our Mobile Academic Training Academy for the National Primitive Baptist Association that is connected with the Evangelical Training Association. I have a wife. Her name is Latanya Hill. I have a daughter. Her name is Cannon Hill. Biologically, that's my biological. And then my cousin child, Ebony Chappelle, and my other goddaughter, Jacqueline Sledge. Love those dearly, dearly, dearly. And I'm about to be a granddad. So hopefully by in about the next 45 days, I'll be a granddad, and I'm excited about that. But April showers, that's a little bit about me. I'm glad to be on your show. You can ask me any question. I'm Christian, I'm saved, I'm born again, I'm fire baptized. I'm also certified to teach, I preach, I have radio shows, I have podcasts, and you're gonna show me how to do put this link, my Spreaker link, actually on the thing later on, so people can know my Spreaker link. But anyway, YouTube channel, Twitter. I got a lot going on. April Showers. I'm glad to be on your show. Thank you for
Well, you
having me.
know what? I'm glad to have you. We have Deacon Terrell that's in the chat, and I'm just gonna put the comments up that he has put. Well, and you can see them too. Yeah. Okay. Now, what state are you in, Mr. Hill?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Hello,
can you?
Deacon. Hello, Deacon Terrell. God bless
Yeah.
you, sir.
Now, I need you to put the links for all of your shows in the chat.
All right, and I will be saying them. If you want to follow me on Facebook, Cornelius Hill, Facebook, uh Cornelius A Hill. I'll put them in the chat. That's Facebook. They can follow me there. Um, the Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church. Look it up on Facebook. Of course, I'm the senior servant there. The Yolanda and Cornelius Show. The Yolanda and Cornelius Show. I'm one of the hosts. Of course, I'm Cornelius. You can follow me there. My Twitter is Hill Cornelius. My Instagram is Arne Hill. I'm gonna put it all in the chat. I'm thinking my Twitch account is I gotta remember my Twitch account, but once you get to my Facebook
Okay,
and
you're on Twitch. Now, Deacon Terrell is on Twitch too. And he does, ooh, boy, after the church ride on Sunday, let me tell you, we be having some gospel music church on Sundays. Oh yes, oh yes. You're on Twitch as well. Let me see. I'm gonna let you know uh, what his Twitch is. And ooh, and then I like the way y'all do. They do the raids on Twitch. Are you aware of that?
I'm not. I have no
Because
idea.
once
I'm
they leave one show, they all go to another show. Hold on. And so Sunday, I went to like four different shows. We left one show. I started off in Deacon Terrell's show, and then I went into more shows. It was like what they call a raid. Um, hold on.
I'm getting familiar with Twitch, Miss April. I'm still learning it. I'm
Okay.
glad you and I are on here talking about it because I do not know much about Twitch and how Twitch operates.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm I'm trying. How can I put this link? Do. See, I need you to put your links. You're putting it. They are going. They're going in the private chat. You can't put them in the main chat right here.
Uh Comments. I I'm not, it's not allowing me to. Well, I need to probably get on YouTube. Let me get on YouTube.
Okay. No. Deacon Terrell just said the after church ride home starts at 4:30. Deacon Terrell, can you put your link to Twitter in there? Because I had just found it. But yeah, let me tell you, we had some music church Sunday. hmm And so, um, you know, go to Deacon Terrell show, and he can tell you all about Twitch, and then he can also help you. And he Deacon Terrell is also a minister as well. Yeah. And so I didn't play my opening because it does have one curse word in it.
Mhm.
And one thing I do like about Deacon Terrell, when I met him, he says no cursing. You know, no cursing um, in his shows. Now, what I wanted to talk to you, Pastor, is when we take this walk, yeah. Hey, Takara, when we take this walk with the Lord, uh, people want to look at you and say, if you make some mistakes, because uh, I have a bad temper, um, and I will go off. And I've been working on that. For I've been working on that, Deacon Hill. I mean, Pastor Hill.
So you've been working on it.
I've been working on it, not to snap. So this is what I hate for when a person goes when they respond says, "Oh, I thought you was a Christian." Well, I'm human enough flesh too. And how you gonna say something about me and well, um, but it's not easy because I don't even want to talk about the rumors about the person of their lifestyle that they're supposed to be living. But when people check you or call, they still trying to check you and say, "Oh, I thought you was a Christian and you done you done cursed." What's your response to that?
Well, listen, it's not that I'm a Christian. It's I'm a human. That's my problem. Human beings are never going to be perfect. Human beings are always going to make mistakes. Human beings are always going to mess up. Human beings are always going to error and be in error. That's the problem with being human. My problem is not being Christian. My problem is being human and learning how to live a life that God wants me to live as a human and being Christian. I'm not making excuses for anybody's sin, nor am I making excuses for mine. But the fact of the matter is, April, we are human beings. And as human beings, we are still growing. We work out our soul salvation with trembling and fear, and it takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of dedication for us to listen, grow out of habits, and grow into new habits. As they say, old habits die hard. Now, as a Christian, you're supposed to exemplify the fruit of the Spirit, and that takes some time to cultivate. So that's my take on that. I just put something in the chat on uh YouTube. So if you can pull up that chat so they can see where to follow me.
Okay. Okay. Another question I have is, how do you feel about our race coming together? Um, and I really don't get into the religious things with people. I respect everybody's religion. Um, is anything wrong with that?
Our race coming together in terms of what? I need you to be more
Terms
specific.
of trying to um, come together for our communities.
Well, I I I am saddened that we as a people are divided like we are divided, considering our history. That saddens me. You ask me how I feel. I feel there's a need for us to reconcile with each other as we move on to economic growth and close the economic disparities, because we're not growing economically like other people. As a matter of fact, I just shared something in Instagram where I think the African American community has spent $1.6 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
And why is none why what percentage of that money is being refunded in the African American community? The dollar in the Asian community circulates 30 times. In the Jewish community, the dollar circulates 20 times. In the white community, the dollar circulates 17 times. In the African American community, the dollar only stays in the African in that community 6 hours. So we need to take a hard look at some things and look at where we came from and look at how we were at one
Hold on.
point an economic force and how we helped establish businesses and things in our community, and now look at the communities now. And that's a spiritual problem as well, if you ask me. But you ask me how I feel. So I'm saddened by it. It breaks my heart to know that the dollar in the African American community only stays within that community 6 hours. It saddens me that black on black crime is increasing. It saddens me that the leading cause of death among African American males right now is abortion. That saddens me. It saddens me that the pipeline to prison starts in the third grade when little boys cannot read. It's a lot of things that sadden me. So I'm sad about a lot of those things. And as a leader, I'm called to duty and action to address and embrace change and create an atmosphere where people can survive and thrive.
Now you mentioned the Jewish community, and you know, You can't talk about them or the alphabet people. Um, Look at what they've done to Whoopi Goldberg. They've suspended her. So we don't want to talk about them people or say their name. And that's awful that we can't even give an opinion, but we get in trouble if we get an opinion. You know, they they want to talk about the Holocaust, but they don't talk about slavery and what slavery has done to people. Um, and that should have been a whole nother subject. But you mentioned the Jewish community, and that automatically chimed in on Whoopi Goldberg was suspended for making comments about the Holocaust. So, um, so what kind of activities do you guys have in your church? Like, what do you do? Do you have food giveaways and clothing? Um, what kind of things do you do?
Well, COVID has changed a lot, but one of the things that we have had and still have is our food pantry. And then we were connected with But God Ministries, and But God Ministries was it's an LLC where we have a major food giveaway once a month. We go to different churches, and we talking about distribution of pounds and pounds of food where you have to have a small 18 wheeler to bring it in. Then that's on that side. One of the things we do, we partner with schools. We go in and have homework hotline and homework diners where parents can get a hot meal. And while they're trying to learn the new educational norms for their children, they're they're given a hot meal, and we do that. We go into the school systems and read to the children, and we've adopted two schools, and we do a lot of great things with those schools where the need is being met or meeting that need. Another thing that we're doing in the community, we have a mental health uh, fairs, and we do mental health training within our church, trauma informed congregations. Our church now is a faith based recovery, substance abuse, mental health certified congregation where we have mental health people, therapists, excuse me, on retainer for those in the community in our church to get mental health services. Then, of course, we do the typical church stuff. We have carnivals. We celebrate all the days, but our mantra now is mental health and trying to get into the mental health community so that we can be a beacon of light in the mental health community.
Yes, and people have to realize mental health is well and alive. We have a lot of people that have mental health issues. It's nothing wrong with having issues. You can go get counseling and you can take your medication and you can be a normal person. But and Pastor, I say this. I say we can pray about everything, but then it's some things you need to go to the doctor for.
I totally agree. In the church right now, we have a great divide in the church because they want to pray everything out, and that's true. And when it comes to your mental health, people say it's demonic. That might have some truth to it. But also when it comes to your heart, you having heart disease, you don't you go to the doctor for that. So just like you go to the doctor for everything else, I believe you can have you a spiritual therapist and counselor. And I encourage people to get therapy and counseling now because of the traumas that we have experienced as just people. I've learned through studying that you, as an African American woman, the day you were born with at least three traumas. Just being born, you were born with trauma. The trauma from your parents, the trauma from just being born was traumatic. And then the fact that you were about to walk in a life where you had disadvantages. So having that trauma alone as an African American woman, Miss April, something you need to deal with that. Period. Point blank the end. Prayer will fix it, but prayer will also send you to somebody who can help you fix it. Just like you needed a teacher, you can need a therapist or a social worker. Just like you need a dentist, somebody to work on your teeth, you can have somebody work on your heart and your soul. Just like you need a preacher, you can have a therapist. So one of the things we're doing, we are aggressively, uh, Takara, we are aggressively making sure that uh, we give provide these services in community so that our people can be made whole. And I'm grateful for that. We have actually a ministry called Capri Cares. And Mr. Cara, if you're still on, if you go to my Facebook page, Cornelius Hill, I do a daily motivation for Capri Cares Monday through Thursday. And anybody, Deacon, y'all can go to my uh, Facebook or Twitter page and see the Capri Cares where we do daily motivations just for mental health. It's part of our ministry. So I'm very active in that. And the church is a trauma informed church now to teach our church how to deal with individuals who are traumatized from a mental health perspective and standpoint. So, Miss April, we're doing some unique things in the body of Christ, and God has given us that particular vision, and I'm grateful for it.
And I attend Leap of Faith Ministries, 1225 South Ridge Streets in Joliet, Illinois. Pastor, no, Bishop Stephen Evans and First Lady Alicia Evans, Minister Muhammad, and Minister Weeks. And we do a lot of things, and I love them. Yeah. And another thing is uh, a question I wanted to ask is, in life, we get so overwhelmed. I mean, we can pray. How can we? How can we stop? Hey, Quasia, how are you? Can you see the comments on the screen?
I
Past.
can. The equation. I put one up there on YouTube, but it didn't generate. But I do see the comments. I do.
Okay. Um. So yeah, they're um how how when we say we're just gonna give it, we're gonna give it to God, right? And stop worrying about it. But that's easier said than done.
It sure is. And guess what? We're still learning how to do that because once again, I'm human and my emotions sometimes get the best of me. Right now, hi Quasia, if I'm saying your name correctly. Hello, how are you doing? Quasia, go follow me on my social media platforms, please. I would greatly appreciate it. You can go to Cornelius Hill on YouTube and follow me. Um, we're studying a book, Miss April, called The Emotional Healthy Church. I admonish you, Deacon Terrell, everybody, Takara, go get the book, Emotional Healthy Church, because it helps you address some things and see how that a lot of times there are some things on top of the surface that we can see, but there's a whole lot of things beneath the surface that we cannot see. And our attitudes and our actions are usually influenced from the things beneath the surface. So we need to be mindful that we can be in a place where we're not healthy emotionally, and it will affect everything that we do. And I wish, you had the book so we could talk about it. But if y'all go to my page on YouTube, Cornelius Hill, you can look up the Emotional Healthy Church, where I've done some teaching on that. I probably got about 12 to 15 Bible studies on that at 6 p.m. on Wednesday night, Central Standard Time. I didn't do it last night because I was doing a seminar on watch and pray, the 8 prayer watches, teaching our churches about that. But yes, Miss April, we're human. We don't know how to let go. We don't know how to let God. And that's something that we're going to have to learn and mature as we walk in victory until we see Jesus. Because Paul said, um, I see through a glass darkly. So there's a lot of biblical evidence and references that helps us understand that this thing and this walk with God is something that's daily. It's something that you have to be deliberate about. It's something that you have to be disciplined in to actually see the victory that's manifested in his promises. I hope that answers some of your question.
Yeah. Um, Another question. When you see somebody um is not right, or they've done something to you, I'm the type of person, I'm done. Um, you know, I done got to be 59 years old. I had my breast removed last year. I'm losing family members, and my heart, my heart is hurt with losing family members and stuff. It takes a toll because we're small on our mother's side, but different people that I've met in this so-called game of life, and once they have done something, I don't fool with them anymore. So is anything wrong with that?
Well,
Like once you show me what you're made of, I'm done. I don't ever want to talk to you again. Is that a good attitude to have or not? Hello?
we all have our personal preferences. I can't speak for you. I know who I am and what I stand for, and I know my peace has to be protected. Let me say that I protect my peace,
Okay.
and protecting my peace, if that means, I'm not saying go into a place of isolation, but if that means I have to limit my fellowship with certain people, I'm going to do that. Once again, that's about maturity as well. Some of us, yes, April, we can live to be 60, 70 years old, but we still are teenagers emotionally, or adolescents emotionally. Sometimes once again, it deals with a lot of factors. So I'm not going to co-sign on anything, that's personal, when we have personal vendettas against people or vice versa. But that's something that we have to look within ourselves and see the eternal peace of God that we have and how we deal with people. One thing I do know, I don't think Jesus Christ, when he's coming back, he's not going by Golgotha. He's not going where he was crucified. He's going to Mount Olive. I mean, there's certain places that are so hurtful in your life. You don't want to revisit those places. You don't want to revisit those people, but you're still a human being and you need human contact. So we have to find people And we pray that God will send us people that will help us heal from some of the hurt.
Okay. Quaja just put up a comment if you want to read.
Scroll it up a little bit. There you go. Hello, Quasia. If my peace and my spirit get disturbed, I'm through. I am not at fight, and I've been. I got you, Quasia.
Now, this thing when people uh when hey Karen Johnson, how are you? Um, when they say, you know, forgive me, forgive me, I'm not perfect. Uh, Sometimes, uh, um, I know when you forgive people, it's like the slate is supposed to be clean. But I can forgive people, but if they hurt me so bad, I just can't forget it. So, what's your solution about that? Uh,
Now, you really treaded in some deep waters and listen at what you said. I can forgive, but I can't forget. That's what you just said.
huh?
You said I can forgive, but I can't forget.
Right. I mean, I
Honestly,
mean,
let's be
um,
honest. Let's be honest.
okay. Now, okay. What? Let's take this for example.
Hello, Karen. Hello, Karen. Karen Johnson just popped up. Hello.
Hey, Karen. Okay. Let's take this for example. So, my cousin Kim, who died a few years ago, her boyfriend did not allow me to get any of my items that was at her house. He gave away everything that did not belong to him. It was my cousins and my aunts. Then he had my auntie's ashes. He played around with my cousin's brother about giving him his mother's ashes. It was a big mess. So this cousin we just found him dead last week. And he died of a heart attack. So I get a phone call from a friend. This guy's name is Tony. This is the truth. The family knows. Uh, and the friend called me up and said, um, Tony said he know he got some issues, but he still love you. Well, I'm sitting here like, I lost it, and but she did say that he loves me, and I tried to sit back for a minute and just try to say, okay, um, I need to find a way to let this go because I would hate to whack him with my cane. Um, if he dare come to the funeral and you caused my cousin all this grief over ashes and didn't give stuff to the family. And this was like my sister. And so, he did some hurtful things. And he wants to talk to me. I said, I'm going to keep it 100. I know you're a pastor. You know, hey, Monet, F him. He contributed probably to my cousin's death, held on to my auntie's ashes, causing him stress because he was the last one left of his mother and father kids. It was just him and his sister. So of course, he was depressed about that too. But heart issues run in our family. Um, and I've been praying to let that go. Um, so I need people to pray for me. How do you release that anger, Pastor Hill?
Well, first of all, let me say this. First, good afternoon or good morning, Monet, wherever y'all are coming in from. Of course, you have a pastor, you have a spirit, you have spiritual covering that can help you through some of those things. Releasing anger. I need you to do this, and I'm staying in a safe place because I don't know
Wait a minute.
everything.
Hold on. Keep talking.
Yeah, I don't know everything, so I'm gonna stay in a safe place. Um, I need everybody. If you have not read this book, go read the book Total Forgiveness. Total Forgiveness by R.T. Kendall. He walks through a situation as he's a pastor, used to pastor, and how he was wounded in his life and how he had to totally forgive some people and from some situations. So go read that book. There's no cookie cutter approach to releasing anger, and I can't say you do one, two, three, four, and it'll be gone because that's an emotion. And those emotions we have to learn to deal with on a daily basis. So one of the things that I'm learning to do, even with my own pain and hurt, is learning to deal with that emotion because I have prayed about it. Now I'm going to possibly have to think about that experience totally different to heal from. So it's a whole lot of factors and variables in there, and because that's a family issue, I'm not going to get into that. But I do know hurt is an emotion. We all get hurt. We all going to be hurt. We all going to offend or be offended. And it's just something that we learn to deal with, to get in a healthy head space and a heart space so that that bitterness won't eat us up. Because I can almost guarantee the people that hurt us, it possibly doesn't bother them like the hurt that bothers us. I hope that helped, Miss April. I hope that helped. Kiesha, I hope what I said helped. And I'm grateful to be on your show. Like, hey, I'm grateful. I don't know why my chat didn't come up because I follow you now on YouTube.
And I am so thankful for my guests, the people that follow me, that do come in my shows. I am thankful um, for the little community that I have. I talk about all subjects. Pastor Hill, Do you feel as though everybody can be redeemed?
Do I feel as though everybody can be redeemed? Now, the Bible says if you offend one of these little ones, Jesus says tie a stone around their neck and throw them into sea. We know that's figurative. What's the redemption? What is the redemption plan and policy in that? Uh, Redemption is a very broad term. I know my job is to minister and prayerfully people get redeemed. But then you do know there's some extreme cases where I just have not gotten there mentally nor emotionally to bring that idea of redemption to certain things and certain people. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That does not make me less than a believer. Kieja said 70 times 70. Yeah, it gets very hard. It really does. But then Jesus also said, if your eye offend you, pluck it out. If your hand offend you, cut it off. Which we know that's metaphoric and not so much literal. But we understand, redemption is a policy. Redemption is a policy for God, not for man. God does the redeeming in the spiritual. We just do the work on the outside. We give these people interventions and we put interventions in place. And prayerfully through those interventions, people get redemption and they're redeemed. But that's up to God. I leave the redemption plan to God. I just need to do my work. Because once again, there's an emotion tied to people's redemption, people's freedom. The Bible says, if any man be overtaken in a spiritual fault, ye which are still spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of weakness, all that stuff. That's great. But you got to have the right people in place to do that. Because restoration and redemption is not only for the victim, it's also for the folk who was victimized, the betrayer. Like, how do we betray the people? Was Judas redeemed? Like, did Judas get redemption when Jesus said it was better for him not to have been born? So when we start talking about redemption, remember, I do what I'm supposed to do as preacher, pastor, brother, sister, cousin, uncle, aunt, daddy, uh, granddaddy now. The redemptive policy comes from God. And if I'm an agent in that redemptive policy, I pray I'm emotionally and mentally and spiritually in tune enough to do it without interfering and interrupting the redemptive plan of God. I hope that answered your question. April, you there?
Okay, I had to unmute my mic
Oh,
because I muted when you talk. Because we are on a delay. So this is what I've learned now. So we don't overtalk at each other. Now there are situations where you have to stand for something in life. And I don't deal with people that's disrespectful. Uh, and I don't co-sign that behavior. People that are disrespectful to women, their mothers, and stuff. And this generation that we have coming out, and like you say, the mentally ill, these people that, you know, the state of the world now. So is it okay, when I stand firm? Like, I don't stand behind anybody that is disrespectful. Now, is that a good attitude to have? Is it wrong? Um, you know, you're going too far now. Once you get to disrespecting people's mothers, I'm done. Is that good or bad?
Life is about boundaries.
Right.
Sports is about boundaries. Everything we do is about boundaries. The street has the street has a boundary in it. One traffic goes one way, the traffic comes the other way. We need boundaries in life. When we begin to break those boundaries in life, then tragic things happen. If you cross over in the oncoming traffic lane, you've crossed over that boundary. It's only a matter of time until something tragic happens. So when you start talking about, personal preferences, once again, let's just be honest. Everything we do has a boundary. Everything. There's a time to think, there's a time to begin, there's a time to end. There's a time to love, the Bible says, and a time to hate. Time to gather, time not to gather. Time of war, time of peace. So you got to respect boundaries. And when you start dealing with disrespectful people, what makes it disrespectful? They don't respect boundaries. And since we're believers, it says in the word, honor your mother and father. It's the first commandment with promise. Period, point blank, the end. So the day we stop honoring people, we begin to miss blessings and literally shorten our life. Kiesha, I hope I'm making sense.
Yes, she says right. Yes, yes. And and I've set boundaries. I've set boundaries with people, and I let them know right from the beginning. I like you. I respect you. I can tell people about my past. Um, I can tell my story better than anybody to tell them how far that I've come in life to where I am now. I have no problem with that. Now, I'll tell you in the beginning, if you show me otherwise, this friendship is over. I don't have time to play with people anymore. I am 59. I'm dealing with health issues. I need all positive things around me. I have tried to help people with arguments or misunderstanding to turn around and have people flip the entire story. I'm done. I'm done. Don't call me. I tried to help. That wasn't good enough. And then you flip the story. No, I'm done. Is that a right thing to do? Just asking.
Once again, Miss April, you were raised by a praying mother, grandmother. You
Yes.
lived you lived enough life. I think I'm on a default that my answer to the people who reared and raised you. You know, I mean, because
And,
I
and
don't.
and what I had to realize in my life was everybody wasn't raised the same way that I was raised. Now I get that. You know, I had parents, a mother and a father. I know some friends that didn't have a mother and a father. I had father that that had some issues, but he was still a great father. And I love him with everything I had in me. Uh, my dad was schizophrenic and manic depressive. And so then I have a little sympathy for people, I guess, due to this, uh, which for some reason um, I get attached to these crazy people and find out uh, they 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 need to be in the Looney Tune farm or take some medicine. So yeah,
Now listen, you were talking earlier, and I'm ready. We're gonna wrap this up. I'm about to shift
yeah,
gears and get into my afternoon activities.
okay.
We're not supposed to use the word crazy anymore.
What are we supposed to use?
I don't,
Mentally? Oh,
mentally,
mentally challenged.
yeah, mental illness. Yes, yes,
Mental illness,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it is real. It's real in the
yeah.
black community. Um, I think once crack cocaine came into the neighborhoods, we lost a whole generation of people. Uh, well, you had the grandparents that had to go back and raise the kids. The kids was doing anything to survive, and I think that sort of messed up the generation because you know these aren't the black people or the way the black family structure is. It's not there anymore. But I want to thank you for being on the show. I put your link. Well, it's in the YouTube. Well, that's weird.
My YouTube comments haven't come up yet. I don't know why.
Yeah, and it's in the show because I just posted it in the YouTube show. What denomination is your church? Not
Well,
that it matters. Huh?
we're primitive Baptist. Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church, 1506 22nd Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee, 37208.
Okay. Hey, you never know. I'll be on the road a lot. I don't know where I might travel to. So, you might look up. I actually had a friend, but he left Nashville, Tennessee, I think about 20 years ago. Um, Hold on. I'm going to find your link so I can put it in the chat. I need everybody to check out Mr. Cornelius Hill. They do a lot of awesome shows. Him and his wife.
No, no, no. Yolanda's not my wife. Yolanda's
Oh
my
yeah.
co. Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's your
Yolanda.
co-worker.
Yeah, the Yolanda and Cornelius show. Yeah, then conversations
Oh,
with Cornelius.
okay. I don't know why I thought that was your wife. Um, and hold on, I'm getting ready to put your link in the chat so people can subscribe to you. And that's all this is about. This is about networking people. We need to be listening to positive people. Now I'm at your okay, Cornelius Hill. I've got it. I take a lot of medication, so you have
You're
to
fine. I appreciate being on your show today.
yeah.
We'll do more shows. We can do some things with other people. Bring some other people on.
Yeah,
Tell
I
B
would love for that.
Tell B
Uh,
Sparrow. I need to get you and B Sparrow on the show.
Oh yeah, yeah. B is a beautiful lady.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've been knowing each other a couple of years through this podcasting work. She is a beautiful lady. She did a show with Hebrew music. Now I just subscribed and then I hit your bill to get all of the notification. Oh, let me see. But how can I? Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to see. Dang it! But it's in the.
but
Oh,
let me say this while you're doing that on your end.
okay,
Hey, people, if you go to my Facebook, Cornelius A. Hill, you will see me. If you go to Instagram, Arne Hill, Arnahall. If you go to Twitter, Hill Cornelius, and my Twitch is CA Hill 197712. That's my Twitch. Deacon Terrell, if he's still on, he's gonna have to tell him to inbox me through Messenger on Facebook so he can show me how to do this Twitch thing. But all of my videos every day go to Twitch because it's about mental health. And then I put my podcast up there and sometimes my church things. So I'm putting loading up content on Twitch daily as well. So Facebook Cornelius Hill, Instagram Arne Hill, Twitter Hill Cornelius, Twitch CA Hill 1977 2 or 1977 12. That
and
those are my
I want
social
to
media
say
handles.
that I am thankful that you are talking about mental illness because mental illness is real. Everybody acts like it's not real. It's real. It exists, people. People are out here and they've got some really mental health illness. That is one of his shows. So if you can go right there, that's his last show that he did. And everybody, if you can subscribe, Pastor Cornelius Hill channel, uh, they are more focused on mental illness. And I commend you guys for that because mental illness is alive and well. And nobody wants to address it. Why do you think the black community doesn't want to deal with mental illness?
Well, I will say this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you one of my shows,
Okay.
so that you can put it in the link as well. I gotta check out about that YouTube show that you put in the link, Miss April.
Okay.
We haven't been formally educated on how to deal with it, but we are now.
Okay.
So I'm grateful for that. Now let me do this, and I'm about to hop off here. I am grateful today that you and I have spent this time in this particular place,
Yeah, I
and you
did.
grace me with your presence. And it's been a blessing uh just to be here. I'm about to let me do this. Thank you, April Showers. That's what is this the name of the show?
Yes.
April Showers. I'm sending this to your uh Facebook Messenger. What I'm about to send you.
Okay. And Quasia, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this show in my community. I will share it uh, in there.
What's your name again on in on Facebook?
It's Darlene April.
Yeah,
But I have a
darling.
Darlene April page and I have a Darlene April Facebook. And then DJ April Showers. And I
Okay,
am on Twitter. Okay.
there you go. See,
Okay. Now.
Queasia got it going on. Listen, Queasia, there's another plan on StreamYard where you could be actually doing the production while we're talking and you could be controlling the screen. So Queasia, you and I
Yeah,
need
we're
to
gonna
talk.
have to find that out.
Yeah, they got a
Creator,
whole new thing.
inbox me so you can help me with some of this stuff. Us elderly people. Well, I ain't saying elderly. I ain't that old, but us people, uh, y'all younger folks know all of this. They know all this computer stuff. It come right to them. Me, I got to wait a minute. I got to take my time. Uh, and go step by step. So it would be nice uh, for some of you YouTube people, some of my friends that come in the chat, if you don't mind taking the time to bring me up to speed, and I would surely, I would love it. Uh, and so I'm going to share that link you just sent me,
Yeah,
and
share that. And
we can
then
let you close the show
thank
um,
you. Once
with
again,
a
thank you. Thank
prayer,
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
with
you. Thank
another
you.
prayer. And I am so glad that you came on. I've been trying to get people from from those groups to come in. Let's interview each other. Let's run around on everybody's channel. I need everybody to subscribe, like, and share Mr. Cornelius Hill um, show. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we're seasoned. And oh no. Let me see. Who that was his another show, but I just did one on the phone. So let me come in YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, Miss April. Like I said, it's a lot. But once again, I'm grateful and thankful. Thank you, Queasia. Would you reach out to me some way, somehow? And since you know Queasia, Miss April, give her my email
Okay.
and then she can reach out to me. So I see that she's very diligent with all of this back end production. Thank you for today. Because the next
Yeah,
time we go on and we
Fraser, I
go,
need you to inbox
yeah,
me because I might need your help, and I don't mind. Um, we'll talk about that. Wait a
that's
minute.
right.
I'm trying to put this link, um, okay, in there. So this is
But listen,
okay. There's
let me
B
close out.
Sparrow.
Let me
B
close out because
Sparrow is in here,
you
but
good?
let's end the show with the prayer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, we are so grateful and thankful for what you've allowed us to experience today. We thank you for this platform. We are grateful for those individuals who are live, who interacted with us. We're asking now that you give us grace to heal and then give us words that will be words of healing to those who need to hear the words of healing. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh Lord, you are our strength and our redeemer. It's in your marvelous, mighty, majestic, and matchless name. We do pray. I see Miss B Sparrows on here.
Yeah, there she
Amen.
is. Hey,
Amen.
that's my girl. Let me
Amen.
tell you.
All right.
Um, she's an
April showers
Israelite.
bring May flowers. I'm about to get off of here. I appreciate your time.
Okay.
Miss April, Queasia, get with me. Miss B Sparrow, get with me. And let's make history.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
have a blessed one.
All right, everybody. Now he's gone, and I just want to thank. I got my girl B Sparrow in here. And I'm going. You know what? This is gonna be on my bucket list because I've been wanting to go to DC and to meet her, and I am so proud of B Sparrow. let me post the link when she talked to Dennis Byron. Um, and I need everybody to subscribe to her channel too. You know, we have a lot of African American, black, colored, Negroes, whatever you want to call us. We have so many people of color on YouTube that even if you don't know them, you should just subscribe to their channels. We so hung up and petty. I want everybody to make it. I don't have those kind of issues. Subscribing, unsubscribing, getting on the phone, telling folks to unsubscribe from my channel because I support this person or I don't do what you think I should do. Pettiness at its finest. Those other races, they gonna support you. They don't care what you do. Um, put your link in the chat. It's Quasia. And I've met some good people in this Black Podcast Network. And anybody that said they wanted to be interviewed, I've interviewed them. I brought them on. This is the only way that we can help each other. Quasia, don't forget to put your link in the chat so I can subscribe to it now. But I'm trying to find B Sparrow show because B Sparrow, she has her own network on Spreaker, and then she comes over on my station and jams her Hebrew music. And let me tell you, listening to her show one day, I was up, raising my hand, walking through my house, thanking God for everything I have. Even though I I went through some traumatic changes with having my breast removed. But I'm still here and I thank God for that. But I am human. I get down sometimes. I get a little depressed. I'm normal. And I try to tell my stories to help other people. I can tell my story. I'm 59. I mean, I made it this far. Uh, and that's all I want to do is hope that I can reach somebody and say, go to the doctor. We can pray about everything, but sometimes you need medicine. I can call some family members and say, don't act like that. We shouldn't do this. This ain't how family's supposed to get down. Some people you can't talk to. Um, everybody's got family issues, friends issues. I've been blessed. with some wonderful cousins that support me. I got some that don't. It's not gonna stop me from doing what I feel I want to do, and that's to be on YouTube. People tell me you sound like you reading from a paper or some things. I had one lady call me trying to critique, critique me. I said, first of all, I'm on medication. I lost my teeth the first time. I had cancer. I'm getting new dentures. And I didn't know I had to have a thesis or a college degree to be on YouTube. So you can go to hell. Hold on. I'm trying to find B's show. And then I need that Hebrew show. B, can you post that? Because that was a great show on that Saturday. Mm. And so I want to thank everybody for coming to my show today. Stand for something or fall for anything. And I draw lines. Hold on, B, why can't I find that show? Okay, B Sparrow Talk. Oh boy, hold on. See, Quasia, I need you. Hey, TY. Okay, I just found it. And so the gentleman that was on there, the pastor Cornelius Hill that talked, and he mentioned the Jewish people, and I said, "Oh God, don't mention them. You know, you shoot, they might hell take my channel down." What I need to know is, and this is B Sparrow show that she did. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna put her show. Now what? Okay. Wait a minute. I hope. Hey TY, how you doing this morning? How you feeling? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to share. Quasia, where you live at? Where do you live at, Quasia? Because I need you to get over here. I need somebody to get over here. I need a young person. I need a good young person that's gonna come over here and let me know all of this stuff that's going on. Because I can't keep up with all of this. I'm on a lot of medication. I sleep a lot. And I've got, I have things I'm dealing with. Um, let's take them now. I found it all this time. Okay. Okay. I've got it. I've got it. I finally found it. Well, I can copy and paste it. But I am living such as B Sparrow is, that Whoopi Goldberg was suspended from ABC because of a statement she made about the Holocaust. It's funny, you can't talk about the Holocaust, but they can say everything, but they won't talk about slavery. Now, neither one of these events that happened was right. But you people, the main media, this is what the Holocaust was. It says a Jewish sacrificial offering that was burned completely on an altar, destruction or slaughter on a male on a mass scale. So the Holocaust was known as Shoah, was the genocide of European Jews during World War II. So now let's see what Whoopi Goldberg said. Hold on, bear with me. So Whoopi Goldberg has been suspended from ABC The View for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hold on. I don't. Okay, sorry about that. Uh, where is Karen Johnson at? What did she say? Oh, she said she. Oh, okay, let's see. Karen Johnson. Um, let's see. She said, "Good morning, April showers and chat." Oh, she's there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoopi Goldberg has been suspended from ABC's The View for 2 weeks after she came under fire for saying the Holocaust was not about race. And so What do you guys think? Because they did kill the Jewish people, so that would be a race of people. But what religion was they following? And I'm so sick of this mess. Ain't nobody talking about slavery, any effects. But the minute you say something about the Jewish people and these alphabet people, these people will come after you, girl, ready, like she's been suspended. She has a right to say that. Yeah, the Jews were called Jews based on religion, biblically, so they are being petty. Oh, not a kid. Oh, whoopee. Oh, okay. So, and I'm going to tell you, I was, let me see, the Jews were called Jews based on religion, biblically, though. They are being petty. Okay. Because I know you know Black Girl Beauty. You, you, you know, you went to college and all of that stuff. I didn't get that much. Um, but what I'm so sick of is they don't talk about slavery and the effects of slavery, but Lord and behold, don't say nothing about the Jews. Don't say nothing about the alphabet people. Shoot, they'll cancel you, suspend you, and everything else. This is crazy. If that's how she felt, she should be able to give her opinion. I didn't see people do this much, you know, complaining about slavery. They don't even want to talk about slavery. For 400 years, we were slaves. We built this entire country, but they don't talk about that. They want to act like slavery didn't exist while you messed up our minds. You made the white people, the light-skinned black people, feel better. So you put them in the house, and the darker skinned people, you put them out in the field. So you created a problem with light-skinned and dark-skinned blacks. You had you had the people that loved their masters more than they loved their people, like they do now. They will believe a white man over a black man. Nobody wanted to listen to Ice Cube that come up with a plan for Black America. And I think I need some people to help me. I want Joe Biden to meet with Ice Cube. That was your promise after the election. You done been there in a year, in office a year. I've got 5 doctors on YouTube saying we've been lied to about this COVID, this vaccination. You got nurses and doctors coming out, but then Joe Biden wants you to mandate to take this vaccination. Man, come on. Oh, also, you wasn't black if you didn't vote for him. I need y'all to make that make sense. Hold on for a minute, please. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Hmm. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Oh, okay. Let me see. Ouch. Oh my God. So anyway, I feel as though I am so sick of this selective outrage. To be honest, I really wasn't a Whoopi Goldberg fan. I really didn't like Whoopi Goldberg until she got on The View. And I saw what her stance was with people. And, they did the same crap to Nick Cannon. Okay, I'm glad you can listen to the show. Um, they are mad because they've had to deal their own for making racist comments. And that's what I'm saying. They joked and laughed about black people. We've been called niggers, monkeys, everything else. That wasn't considered hate crimes. It wasn't considered hate crimes when we were getting hung by the necks. Hey, fat boy, I'm going to post the link um, to this. But once Whoopi Goldberg got on The View, I was able to really see her in a different light. And I really saw that she was for black people. And she made statements. And I was like, okay, Whoopi, you are all right. And see, of course, it's Whoopi Goldberg's show now. They don't like that. Fat boy, I need you to come up here and join the chat or UTY. I did have a pastor on earlier, and we talked about standing up for the right thing. I am not supporting anybody that disrespects people's mothers, families, and kids. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Fat Boy, give us your opinion on this Whoopi Goldberg stuff.
Um, to be honest with you, um, The View was a show that used to be mostly viewed. It's still probably mostly viewed by predominantly white women, right? Um, but more black women watch it and watching it now. You had black, hosts on there before, but I think there's more now than there probably ever was. Um, I don't think really Whoopi did anything really too much wrong, but it's like it's just for some reason. I think I seen somewhere she said, I think they say she made remarks against Jewish people or something, but she said that she's a black Jew or something like that, and I was laughing because I'm like, these people are oversensitive. As you were stating before, you had niggas been the brunt of jokes forever, right? And we had to pretty much sit there and take it. But if you say any remarks about anyone else or any specific groups, they want to take you down, and I don't think that's right at all. YouTube is a platform that lets you say nigga all day, but if you start making comments about any other groups, they try to take you down. So I'm just one of those people. If they can be sensitive and have things taken down and try to ruin your life, I think the same thing should happen to using the N word or whatever word, right? So they need to be equal for everyone. But in reality, we know they ain't gonna be equal because they just love saying the N word.
Oh no, I'm doing good here. I'm gonna call you back. I'm doing the show.
And hey, Black Girl
Hold
Beauty.
on, audience. Hold on. Keep talking, Fat Boy. Okay.
Okay, hey, Black Girl Beauty. Hey, Ty.
Okay.
Here, Karen Johnson. Yeah, it just in today's world and society, and I'm not gonna solely even blame the I won't even say blame the white people or any group of people for that happening, because black people have to put up a stance and say they don't want that word being used and pretty much be oversensitive about it. We honestly need to stop using the word and try to take the power away from the word, because in today's time it really don't hold no power, but it's just to know that they laugh at us using that word and they're using the word, but we can't make an anti-Jewish remark or we can't call them crackers all day on the internet. So I just think it should just be, we shouldn't use that kind of speech anyway, because it's still hate speech.
I can't take on that now. Yeah.
Um,
But I'll call you back on.
because I watch other shows on YouTube, and pretty much they would, if you go on a rant saying motherfucker and saying all these things, and you get on these rants, and they can say niggas die, all kind of crazy things, and as soon as you say, hey, you say faggot or whatever or anything, they want to not monetize your channel, or they want to just make sure your videos don't get played, or it's getting kind of ridiculous, you know. And I just wish more black people had more pride and just saying, hey, we need to stop this. Can we stop this? Because
But we don't get any apologies, Fat Boy.
yeah, we don't. But the thing about it, we the getting
They don't apologize to us. You
right.
know, after all of that stuff happened with George Floyd, they finally wanted to say, oh, we had it wrong with Colin Kaepernick. I mean, these people, they don't apologize to us when they do something wrong to us.
Uh,
And why do we have to keep apologizing? I mean, they did the same thing to Nick Cannon.
But that's Miss April. That's the thing. Why? Listen, they put like this. I don't feel like you should have to apologize. They doing it because they don't want to lose what they got. Me personally, if I go on an F bomb or calling people names or whatever, if I meant it, I meant it at that time. But you got to think, those people put certain things in place for it to be that way. See, they most every culture of people went through something. You know what I'm saying? We went
Mm-hmm.
through slavery. The Jewish went through the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? Every group of people went through some type of traumatic experience, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we're the put it like this. They made the right moves. You know what I'm saying? They put themselves in positions for they can act that way. See us as a position when we say something, they'll never say, "Hey, can you please stop saying the word nigga?" You know what I'm saying? It offends
Yeah.
me. They won't. We won't do that because, of course, like Ty said, in chat, we use the word. We use it. We do it all the time. But if someone would have said, you know what, the real power said we got to stop doing this. 'Cause guess what? We have to bring the respectability back to ourselves. So those people, they make anti-Jewish comments too? I'm pretty sure they do, but they don't publicly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it. We're our group of people publicly shame each other. You know what I'm saying? And the first
Mm-hmm.
thing we do is want to call each other a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll try to make the word appealing like my nigga, or you know what I'm saying? Any ways to make it like it's okay when it's not okay. And see, other cultures don't do that. You know, white people call each other crackers. You know what I'm saying? They do all that stuff, but publicly, they're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And they won't make it okay. We make everything okay.
Yeah.
And that's the only issue I had. Like I said, people, we can blame, like, I'm from Florida. We got stories about, we got hanging trees still down here. Now it's a lot of stuff I have seen. My grandmother has shown me and everything. But once you get, time moves on and stuff like that, you like these new white people really not doing it. Their ancestors set this stuff up beforehand, right? So
Mm-hmm.
while we fighting, marching down the street for certain people, because like for example, me personally, I didn't support the George Floyd movement because, like I said, I can't support a man who pulled the gun and put a gun to a pregnant lady's belly. I just
Wait a
can't
minute.
do it.
You said now why didn't you support the George?
But because I didn't support it because when, like I said, if it's you're supposed to forgive people past, but I don't support robbing a pregnant lady and putting a gun to her belly. I don't support that. Now, was it
Oh,
wrong
that's
what
what
they
he
did?
did.
Yeah, that's what he did. But was they wrong for killing him? Yes, they was. They should never did that. You know what I'm saying? To that man. But I'm not protesting for, you know what I'm saying, something like that. And you don't have to be. Everyone has their own personal options. You know what I'm saying, or
Right.
do what they want. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey,
Right.
don't do this and that, because they should never had any knee on his neck. They never should have did those things. That was wrong. But
And
like I said,
um, but see, just because, well, he had a past, but he served his time, okay? And, he moved to Minnesota, so I think, he was trying to get himself together.
yeah, but this the Miss April, but this the thing. Like I said, that rabbit hole. Like I said, he was a drug addict, but that's none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? Because they should
Yeah.
never did. They should never did what they did to him. Even though you served your
Mhm.
time, I'm just like this. If you're gonna have somebody be the face of a movement and people really take us serious, you know what I'm saying? Please,
Mhm.
there's many cases of innocent black people really getting messed up. You know what I'm saying? By the law and being done. You know what I'm saying? Unjust. Just don't pick anybody just because you seen it on video. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
happened because you got plenty of innocent black
Right.
men on
Because,
death row
as
and all that
you
kind of stuff
know,
like that. That should be propped up. But you propped up a drug addict and a dude who did something like that, which he shouldn't have it done to him. But he can't be to me. If you want to be taken seriously, he couldn't be the face of a movement. But they still try to turn it that way, and honestly, nothing changed. I'm just being honest with you,
mm,
because niggas are still being niggas. If they
and you
really
know
can't,
what? We all say the word nigga what, nigga please.
yep.
I mean, it was in all the rap videos. I mean, you know, they made songs. My nigga, this is my nigga. Um, it's slang. to us, it's um, I use it a lot. It's hard for me sometimes not to say nigga please. you
Yeah.
know,
That's all
uh,
of us.
nigga please. You got the vapors of Jay Z. Um, and it's hard. But I'm not trying to down anybody. But that's our own language. I don't want them calling me niggas.
But see, that's the thing, Miss April. That's the thing. That if you want equality, listen, our ancestors fought for equality. You know what I'm saying? And all
Hmm.
these things here. See, if that's the case, and we use it as slang or whatever, we really can't get mad at other people for using it. See, this is the thing. Jewish people don't use you know what I'm saying, Jewish, those words as slang. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's not their slang. They may antagonize each other with it, but it's not a slang and an endearing thing. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Hmm.
you can look at the origins and they try to break it down like, oh, this is what that word really meant. No, but when we got it here, they use that word to hurt us. You know what I'm saying? To hurt us and
Hmm.
keep us down. Point blank. It don't matter how much endure you use, you may try to make it, it's still gonna be means what it's gonna mean. It's an ignorant person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said, we use it. It's so undressed in our code. We can't. It's every moment. I'll be like, dang, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, please.
Yeah.
Like you just said. But if and I need to break it down and stop using it also because it's like, yeah, it's our slang, but I don't. Why we got to take the negative shit as our slang? Why
Oh,
can't
I
we take
know.
some
I
positive stuff
know.
as our slang?
I know. Yeah. Because, we'll say nigga please in a minute. And it's hard to stop. Shoot, at the 59, I'm 59. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying hard um, to do a whole lot of things, you know. And I'm working on it. All I can do is try. I'm a human.
Right? But no, but it's the thing, Miss April. You don't feel bad because we all a victim of that. But it's the thing. You ever okay? I'm gonna give you an example. You know how when the gay people get with each other and they call each other faggots and sissies and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Now look, if I go around screaming it, I hate gay people, right? They're gonna say that. So they get overly sensitive if I say it, but if one of their own say it, you know what I'm saying? They let it
Hmm.
keep going. Now, if we're doing that approach to it, you have to be, you got to take it to the extreme every time a white person say nigga. You know what I'm saying? To make them feel bad, really, for saying the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna make it enduring or make it whatever, you really have to keep it black based because when gay people
Yeah.
do it and you go on the anti-gay rant, they taking you down. You know what I'm saying? For you saying it, but
Oh,
if a gay
hey,
person,
I ain't talking about them alphabet people. When the pastor said Jewish, I'm like, shoot, don't talk about them too much. I don't want them taking my channel. And you know what? I shouldn't have to feel that way neither.
you shouldn't because it's
Like
not for us.
I cannot say nothing about these people, but they can call me niggers, monkeys, and don't talk about slavery.
Right. It's got to be something. It's got to, like I said, it's got to be something that can be done to be like, hey, we should be able to take their channel down for saying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Saying it.
Yeah.
And if they don't have it equal that way, then you should. There's got to be some way to fight it because some
Right.
people gonna we sit there mostly take it and not try to fight it. And Black Girl Beauty, you know what? Hey, if that's in your opinion, that's great. If you want, that's more power to you. It's just me personally. I don't do like the crime
Well,
against
yeah,
women.
because they did kill him because they was black. They didn't know nothing about his past when they got there.
That's why they should be in prison.
Right. They saw a black man, a big black man, and I still think that him and that police officer Derek Chauvin, I still think that he was mad because he had more women. Hello.
Well, you know what? That could be the
Hello.
case. That could be the case since April, but like I'm saying, like I'm telling Black Girl, man, I get all of it. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't stomp for certain things. I'm not stomping for that. Do I
Huh?
just They shouldn't have not killed him in the cold
Okay.
blooded way they should have. That was horrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I said, I'm just one of those people that
Yeah.
just like I said, you ain't finna be
Yeah,
you
because
ain't finna be
no
beating on a woman
reason.
and then hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, Miss April. I'm like, you ain't finna be beating on women doing or beating anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And doing it. Like I said, do I want you to be killed? No, I don't want you to be killed. And it's horrible how they did it on camera. You know what I'm saying? They should get everything they should get. But me personally, I just like imagine that person who's living in the pain they have to live with, knowing they see that person face is painted up as a martyr when they was a heathen. You know what I'm saying? And did heinous things to people. It's just that kind of stuff. That side of it is the part I don't like. You know what I'm saying? But if you want him to be the if he's a movement, put out this, if he's the face of a movement of real change, that also would be a different thing. Because even with his face being posted, people they still didn't change their attitudes towards certain things. Because guess what? Those people are still doing things. You know what I'm saying? To Black people, it really don't change anything. It's just like pretty much they use that dude, not the boy in Georgia, the one that Ahmaud Arbery dude. Now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's bad. That's a bad one too. You know, I don't know too much about his past, but he really got done dirty because he was not really doing anything. He got shot down. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's a lot of cases you can go and be like, you know what? Um, it's like, dang, they killing innocent Black dudes. That's still a fact. They still doing it. It just you chose that one. You know, that's all I'm saying, Black Girl Beauty. Where Miss April go? You hear Miss April?
What I do is I mute my mic now because we be on the delay
Oh
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to interrupt what you're saying because we all are on a delay. Like it's a 10, 15 minute, 10-second delay. And so I mute my mic now so that way you can finish and I don't interrupt. Because, I don't want to make it seem like I'm being disrespectful. Now, um, I need um, women of color, we all got to get together. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't like the way I talk. I don't care if you like the way I dress. I don't care if you don't like who I talk to. I need women of color to put them issues to the side. Because first of all, they petty anyway. I need women of color not to support people that are disrespectful to women, children, kids, and mothers. If you support this type of behavior, you're part of a problem, not a solution. If you have lost a mother that was everything to you in this world, who supported you, gave you everything, sent you to Hawaii for your senior class trip, helped me raise my son when the steel mills closed. Uh, uh, on my mother's side, we were tight and close. But this stuff, women co-signing for this, and I'm going to say something. I said I support Rob as a friend. I didn't know that life. Okay? But if I did, what would I have done? Or if I didn't know the man. So I just want to make that clear while people try to run around and put this agenda out. And if you keep on living long enough, let me tell you, some of the stuff I done experienced in the past 3 years, fat boy, I'm thinking aliens and Martians done landed from some damn UFOs. I think these people, they've been paid. I think they were all in mental institutions. There has been no good representation of R. Kelly. I said it, and I've been saying it for 3 years, and I don't care who likes it. And I'd be so glad when the appeal process starts and Chicago starts and it's over. It's over. Whatever is going to happen. Now, uh, Black Girl Beauty is saying that George Floyd uh, was not committing a crime. We never did find out if that was really a fake $20 bill, did we?
Yeah, they had proved it was fake. They had a whole video and everything out. He did. He see if you watch the video, they had all the videos and everything out. But like I said once again, regardless if it was a fake, you know what I'm saying, or regardless on whatever it
And
was at
check
that time,
this out.
he shouldn't he it shouldn't have went
Right,
down that way. So
right.
that's like
And see, I remember when I worked at the hotel. I remember at least every week, we came across counterfeit money.
nah, I know
So,
what
I
happens.
mean, counterfeit money's been going around for a while. I need Atlas. I need everybody to watch Atlas show this morning. I think it was a beautiful show. Um, it was straight and to the point. Um, he did a great show this morning. And I thank you, Fat Boy, for always jumping on my panels. Anything else you want to talk about?
Um, Pretty much. It's a lot to talk about because it'd be a lot going on, you know. But it's
I'll
just
be glad when Chicago starts. You know, uh, he was found guilty of those 9 charges.
right.
All the lawyers are gone. Bojine is coming in. We gotta wait and see. So I don't know what there's to talk about. You know,
No, but
everybody knew what these lawyers and all of this different stuff. Now everybody wants to talk like they the damn savior.
right.
And and so I just had to laugh.
What's up, Dana?
And some of these theories. Hold on for a moment. I gotta turn my heat on. It's cold in here. I done got cold. Hold on. Woo. Lordy have mercy. The way I've been running my heat, I'ma hate to see what my electricity bill is gonna look like.
Oh no.
Hey, fat boy. Yeah, the pastor, he's gone. I want to thank you, Dana J, for allowing me to come in your show yesterday. Um, and so just keep on the right path. Um, please, please, Dana, you've been doing so well. Don't let nobody take you back off your square and be arguing with them. These people have been paid to come in and create division and confusion. And if you don't see it now, you'll never see it because you know that they're not for him. Because if they was for him, then they wouldn't act like this. So you got to look at the bigger picture. And then let me do my Academy Award. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, they talking about me. Ooh, 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 ooh. But I'm going to let God handle them. Ooh, 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 ooh. I, you know, the Bamboo need an Academy Award because I ain't never seen nobody after they done stole, talked about people, caused division. Every time you turn around, they cry crocodile tears and talk about God got they back. Bitch, you the fucking devil. Thank God the pastor gone.
Now hold on. Now hold on, Miss April. One thing I would say is this, because um in this sector, we all have said things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
And
all have said things,
but
but
hold on.
I'm so tired. No,
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 no.
no. See,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
okay,
ahead.
I'm gonna let you finish. Let
No,
me
no.
shut
Let me
up.
let, let me get no. Let me
Let
get
me
out. 'Cause
let you finish.
let me get it out, because this is the thing. We all have done things and even said things, but I don't. Me personally, I don't know about anyone. I don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Any specific person in the sector. I may hate the things people say. You know what I'm saying? Or even would hate the things they do. I never really met anyone in this sector. You know what I'm saying? To first say
Oh,
hate them,
I don't hate her neither.
but I just don't like the fact
I
of.
don't hate her neither. I was just doing because somebody called and said she was crying, you know, for sympathy. Well, I'm crying. Wait a minute. Hey, Miss Lady T, how you doing?
You know,
Wait a minute. I'm crying too. Ooh, I might have to go to St. Louis.
uh,
Ooh, you know, these um to me, I could never ever look at them and just really think they're for real. And
that's
I hate that when I have to feel that way about people. I thought everybody I met was in this fight for Rob. I really did. I trusted these people. I got to know them. Like I say, I could tell my own story. I done lived to be 59. Been there, done that, and did everything in life. Now, what else you want to know? Whatever you say I did, I did. Now, where I'm living at, what the point, what I'm living at now, I'm a law abiding citizen trying to do the right thing at this point in my life. And this stuff right here, I done seen stuff transpire And hell, I had to look at my medicine bottle and be like, is they giving me the wrong medicine? Uh, and look out the window because I'm taking 15 pills a day, 3 times a day. And I have to sometimes just wrap my head around stuff that I done seen in 3 years. And it's evil. And it's the devil. Everybody, please like, share, and subscribe. But Dana, please, and I don't want to have to call you no more. Please don't get into these beefs with these people. These people, they don't have a life. They ain't never been shit. YouTube that made them famous. And, ain't nothing you gonna be able to do it. They need channels. So they'll start beefs. Beefs. I ain't getting on YouTube beefing with nobody. Once you take it to YouTube, I'm done. You can call me up as a woman. I've always listed my number. And I will talk to you. See, there's no communication neither. That's why I know half these people, they fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Communication is the best policy. You find out, like I said, the people in OCV and a few other supporters, Tiffany, Tiana, Denise, Kendra. Oh God, I'm missing somebody. Jeffrey. Um, I've had some good people. Uh, but and I always shout OCOV, and I don't care what people think. Them people been there for me. I've been able to come in their channels. They didn't call me names. They didn't make videos of me. I've met some of these people. Like, I don't know what planet you guys come from, what mental institution you was in. Please go get some Zoloft or something to get your minds right. If you think you had the right to say who should talk to who should be with who, and who can't visit somebody.
Now hold on, Miss April. Only thing I don't like really one of the things I hate in the sector is okay. You know how you support Kels, right? Um, I feel like you can support whoever you want to support, right?
Huh?
You know how you support Kels, right? And you
And
can
and
support
and you
you
know why?
no, but you personally know him.
Right.
So,
And
but
I've been around him.
no, but I'm
And
saying you can
and he
support.
made
No, but I'm saying
my
you can.
mother's last week of being on this earth.
Oh man,
He made my mother. Oh, yeah, Jeffrey. He made my mother feel well in her last days of being on this earth. So ain't nothing nobody can tell me about him. That's the person that I know. Now I've read them documents. I'm not stupid, neither. But that's still my friend. You don't know. You keep on living, baby. You don't know what God got in future for you. How you gonna be tested in this life. Your kids, your family. Somebody gonna go through something. And I'm sure as hell, just by talking to you, you gonna stand by them.
Miss April.
And it doesn't matter, innocent or guilty, they're still your family, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I know that.
I have always said I support everybody involved in this. I've had people tell me I can't support the victims in here. Who in the fuck are you? Oh, thank God the pastor gone. I hope Deacon Terrell ain't listening.
Oh man, Miss April. Miss, all I'm saying to you is this: I don't. Listen. You can support who you want to, but don't criticize. Like for an example, you know how they say we support Larry, right? And
Huh?
you know how we support Larry. You know how we support Larry.
Wait a minute. I support Larry too.
No,
I
but
didn't let people come in my channel and talk about Larry.
no, but
Hell,
some
I
people.
said I support all criminals.
But no, but listen, this is the thing. My thing is, if you support Kels, why would you criticize someone for supporting Larry?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
A lot of
And
them
they're
say that.
both right.
So and and it's like it's not a try to be a tit for tat thing. It's just the whole principle of you get mad at everyone. You get mad at people for saying things about Kels, but it's like, dude, you guys, you understand what I'm saying? It's like y'all attack each other when y'all supposed to support that guy. We're not with OCBO. We don't support each other. We don't attack each other. You know what I'm saying? In the way they do. And I'm like, that side will never have no true unity. You know what I'm saying? With each other. Because it's not really about kids. They supporting individuals. You know what I'm saying? Certain individuals instead of supporting what's the message they trying to push. So their issue is going to continue until they support the message they're trying to push.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have spoken to Larry before and everything like that, but I support the message. You know what I'm saying? Per se, and everything they stand for more than just Larry. Larry's a
Yeah.
cool dude and everything, but Larry, you know what I'm saying? It's not you're not OCOB just because Larry. You understand what I'm saying? You support the
Yeah.
message also. You can support both, but you
Yeah.
support the message. They say they support Kels, but then don't give everything directly to Kels. They give it to you know
Right.
what I'm saying? The other
So
people.
you're supporting Rob, and then all of this mess, you know, I'm gonna go there again. Everything that was in that storage, I want to know why every friend didn't throw away every audio and video device. I don't care. You knew that man recorded himself.
Miss April,
You
they
know,
wasn't.
they put blame on everybody else. Well, first of all, they shouldn't have been recorded. But if that's what somebody likes to do, that's their preference, you know. So that's happened. But as a friend, why would you let that stuff sit in the storage room? All of that stuff would have been thrown out in Lake Michigan if it was my friend. I don't give a damn if it was wedding pictures, baby's first birthday parties, graduation. It would have all been gone. They knew he videotaped everything. So I ain't trying to hear none of that mess.
Maybe they didn't really truly
You
care
know,
about.
they blame everybody else. So, um, we're going to end this show. I want to thank you for coming on. And I'm ready to run over here to Kale's Tears. I see she is on. So
She
we
on
get
right
ready.
now?
Huh?
She on right now?
She's on right now. So we getting ready to go do a raid. I'm looking, I see she's on. So we get ready to go do a raid on Kale's Tears. Okay. Peace. Thanks, Fat Boy. Thanks, Pastor Hill. I'm going to be praying that I can uh, be able to once well, Karen, okay, it was time. Yeah, yeah. You know Karen Johnson, and that's what I've been saying. This is, you know, this God will humble you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Black Girl Beauty. Like that's
God will humble you. Now, they hollering Larry done messed up people's credit. Them people probably got better credit now than they'll ever have.
that
The bank done paid them people. He got to pay. The bank done cleared all of that. Okay? Larry's got to pay that money back. But the bank, because the way it was done, they cannot keep that on their credit reports. These people are slow. Told you they're aliens and Martians. The damn Jetsons, something. Peace out, y'all.
Peace
April
out.
Showers.
Y'all have a
Thanks,
good day.
Fat Boy. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Much respect.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We heading over to Kale's.